Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the month of October. Now Aries, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Aries, I am not offering personal readings and I do not see myself offering personal readings for the foreseeable future. So if someone messages you about a reading, that is not me. That is someone trying to take your money. That is a scammer. So please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram. So if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. But let's see what we have here for you, Aries. Make sure everything is in view and we'll get right into it for you. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Page of Wands. So this is a really nice card. This is somebody who is potentially coming in to offer you good news. This is also heavily associated with job opportunities, job offers, career opportunities, anything like that. Pages always come forward with news or offers, and this the suit of wands is the suit of business and enterprise. So for some of you, there's something good coming through here for you with this Page of Wands. This is also, it's an interesting way of looking at this as well. Is it's those moments where you're like doing laundry or you're going on a walk or you're doing dishes or whatever, and then you have a sort of epiphany, you have a sort of idea or download. That could also be the news or offer that's coming in with the Page of Wands as well. So I definitely like to see that for you on the bottom. Very good card. Now right away in the middle you have the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is a card, another really nice card. This, by the way, this middle card lays out the context of the rest of the spread, or it kind of bleeds into the rest of the cards, I should say, rather. But this Knight of Pentacles is somebody coming forward offering you their pentacle. This is, in that way, can be considered a financial event arriving. And so this is always a good sign. This is a sign of, hard work, dependability, and all of those sorts of things, your hard work paying off, and anything like that. The thing with the Knight of Pentacles is it comes with an element of time associated with it. This is not a quick win. This is not a lottery win. This is something that you've been growing and nurturing over time, and here it is. It has finally arrived. It's something you've been waiting for, is the Knight of Pentacles. So especially combined with this Page of Wands, some of you may be getting a job offer. Some of you may be getting a career opportunity here coming in. It could also, by the way, be academic for some of you. Like getting into a school or university, or even doing something like that, like a certification or something like that. Now, taking a look here in the beginning of the month, you have the Queen of Wands, the Fool, and the Hanging Man. Strong energies here. So the Queen of Wands is somebody who takes bold leaps forward, okay? And same with the Fool, actually. They both have like bold energy about them. And this Queen of Wands in particular is somebody who is attractive. Okay, they're attractive to a lot of people, and they're also attractive to a lot of workplaces. You are clearly attracting a material situation here, whether it's through this Page of Wands or through this Knight of Pentacles. There are events and offers arriving here that are going to sort of light you up, like the Wands suit and like the Queen of Wands does. This card does indicate that you are capable and ready to handle and juggle tasks and priorities in your life. And especially with this Fool here, you know, this is the idea of starting a new journey. This is starts off all of the tarot. It's 0. It says you're about to embark on something new. And the thing about the Fool is, and what's really important here is, the Fool leaps forward without attachments towards what could have been or what was, and instead allows the universe to handle those details. They let go of attachments. They drop all of the attachments and they move forward. They leap forward here. And they're starting something new. So for you, there's a new beginning afoot here, in whatever form it takes. And it should be, some of you are going to have an exciting month ahead with this energy here. Now, what's interesting is you have this Hanging Man below. So this is somebody who is suspended in air. This is talking about giving up something to get something else, making a sacrifice, okay? And so the challenge for the Hanging Man is, what would happen if they cut the cable and started free falling? Where would they go? Where would they land? Who would they see? You know, what would the other side look like? And so it's telling you to not be complacent, and to be careful of complacency with that energy. And so where are you being called on to make a sacrifice here? For some of you, it's taking this leap. The Fool is almost in some ways like the opposite of the Hanging Man, in that the Fool just goes. They just go for it, okay? And they're not sure how they're going to get there, but they do it. And that's what I feel like is coming in for you. Now, in the middle of the month, you have the Lovers, Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So we talked about that Knight of Pentacles, but you have this as well with the Seven of Pentacles, which is really nice. It's a really nice combination. This is some sort of long-term investment paying off. You can see the pentacles here growing on the tree, just about ready to be picked, and actually they are being harvested by this person. And so it says that there's a long-term investment potentially paying off. It could also mean a job situation that's long-term. Perhaps you've been at a job. Some of you may have been at a job for a while now, and you know, there's some growth available to you there with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with some job growth, some healthy job growth. That could come in the form of a raise. For others of you, it's a new job, and it's something that's going to provide you with some stability here. So I definitely like to see that. Now, you also have the Lovers. This is the card of Gemini, but you know, this is relationships generally, love generally, but it's the nature of duality. It's the energy of duality. It's saying that you know, you're juggling tasks and priorities here. You have multiple things to do, multiple things to work through, and that is especially so with this Queen of Wands. It does say that you will work through it, and it's sort of the energy of positive change with the Queen of Wands and the Lovers here, I would say. But just knowing that there may be some events come in that are, I feel like what I'm trying to say is you're going to have a busy month ahead with the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Events, offers, people arriving in this month. So looks good. Now in the future, you have some challenges ahead or towards the end of the month, but let me tell you why you should not be afraid of this at all. And so you have this Six of Cups. This is nostalgia, okay? This is potentially someone from the past trying to re-enter here. Could be an ex-lover, as it's next to the Lovers card. It could be a friend or family member from the past trying to come in and impart something on you, or you may be thinking about someone like that. Now, what's challenging here is you have the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So Seven of Swords, you can see this person stealing the swords. That's liar, cheater, stealer, okay? Someone backstabbing or something like that. The Ten of Swords is potentially the most challenging card in the tarot. However, the way that I read it, it's an ending, okay? Something that's completely done. But the way that I read it is it gives you an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. Additionally, it says that there's new hope on the horizon. Yes, there's an ending. Yes, it may be painful, but there's new hope on the horizon. The clouds in the background are clearing, making way for something new. And so for some of you, you know, it's that somebody is upset that you are succeeding here with the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands. There could be competition around an offer. So I would just pay attention. I'm going to be interested to see how we clarify. So let's go ahead and start that now. If you're enjoying this, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. There's also a bell which will turn on post notifications. And lastly, Aries, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope things are going well for you. So let's see what we have here for you, Aries. So we had this card that wanted to come out. I definitely like to see this. Green, Terra, Supreme Protection. You're protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. You know what's interesting here? I wanted to say with that Seven of Swords, some of you are cutting someone off. Some of you are saying, you know what, I'm not going to deal with the toxicity. I'm not going to deal with people who are not happy for me. And I feel like some of you are doing that. I do feel like you are protected from these two challenging cards here, because I do want to point out the rest of the cards look amazing. You have Gaia, Earth connection, be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth, stay grounded. Look, it's hard to stay grounded when you're dealing with somebody like a Seven of Swords. So for some of you, you may just need to do some sort of practice to ground yourself this month. And then lastly, you have this Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Could be that you're dealing with issues of the masculine, either your own father or another figure like that in your life, maybe your own masculine sides or energy, something like that. Let's see what else we get here. Okay, that card definitely wants to come forward. Get more information. Okay, so I would be careful of burning bridges for some reason. I feel like saying that. And then, okay, you have remain positive and within the next few weeks. So this lines up, this timeline is lining up here. Something going on in the next, in October, okay? Something going on in October. I think probably towards the middle of the month, some of you are going to get opportunities that come in here. Probably material or career opportunities. Material can mean academia, by the way, anything of the material. So I definitely like to see that for you. Let's go ahead and pull some, tarot cards here and see what wants to come forward. All right, so let's see what we have here. Okay, you have the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So, interesting. So we have the Seven of Pentacles coming in twice. You're concerned about taking this leap with the Fool. With the Fool and the Seven of Pentacles, to me that suggests that you are interested in what is working for you, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong to sticking to what you know. But under the surface, there's this Fool card, which is saying that you want something new. Like you want to try something new. You want to leap into a new direction for your life. And so I feel like some of you are going to maybe tussle or wrestle between that sort of that push and pull, especially with the Lovers here, because on top of that you have the Five of Pentacles. Your thoughts are going towards scarcity at this time. It does not mean job loss. In fact, I think job offers are coming in, or money offers are coming in, something like that. Instead, your thoughts are trending towards scarcity. You're thinking, well, if I leave this, then I'll have nothing. Or if I do this, then what will happen here and there, right? And that's what I feel like is going on. The Hanging Man and the Four of Swords, I almost feel like your period of resting is almost coming to an end here. Like, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I feel like you're ready for action. Like you're ready to move forward. So yeah, Ten of Cups, the Magician, yep. And the Ace of Wands looks amazing. Looks amazing. So the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles, you've manifested a career opportunity. The Magician is the master manifester, okay? It's somebody who has, you see here on this card, all of the tools are laying out on the table, suggesting that they have all of the tools, skills, talents, and abilities that they need to be successful in whatever it is that they're doing. And so it says that all of the tools are inside of you. Everything that you need, you can use to manifest something for your life. And so some of you are doing that. And the thing about the Magician is it does tell you to take action, because none of this, there's one thing to have the tools and there's one thing to manifest, but then there's another thing to also take action on those manifestations. And that's what is coming forward for you, especially with this Ace of Wands, birthing something. It's a spark of life. It's a new passionate beginning. And for others of you, you have this Ten of Cups lover situation, really solid family, sort of all 10 cups overflowing situation going on here. That's one of the most positive cards in the tarot. It's like total happiness. And so I love to see that for you. You have the King of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, wow. And the Queen of Wands coming in once again. Some of you are ready to act. Some of you are ready to take a bold leap forward. That's what you're doing here with this Queen of Wands. That's courage, bold energy, being fierce, if you will. Just attracting things. The Queen of Wands attracts, especially with the Magician in the middle and the Knight of Pentacles. So, I feel like you're skilled. I feel like people see that. I feel like you have a lot to offer a work environment or a situation, and that's coming in here. Now, it's interesting because you have that Ten of Swords below it. So it's like, I do feel like it's more of like a new hope type of reading. Instead of like something ending. Like there might be something ending, but for me, what's ending is your hanging in air here, hanging out, like being bored, being apathetic with the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords. I feel like that's what's ending for a lot of you, okay? And Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, there could be an inheritance here at play with the double Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, you can see the grandfather on the card and the children, money being passed through generations. And the thing is, you have that stealing, cheating, backstabbing card. There could be a dispute going on or something like that. Obviously, not everyone's going to be dealing with that, but there's something arriving here, and I would say to just stick to your guns, stick to what you know is true for you. And with that, you're weathering some sort of emotional storm here with the King of Cups above it, and you have all the skills that you need, the emotional tools you need to handle that. So let's see what else we get. Let's pull some Kipper cards and see what else wants to come forward here. So you have pathway, sudden wealth, wow, occupation, thief, journey, and the Lovers. Wow. So yeah, there's some of you are definitely getting a really nice offer. Some of you are starting a job here or starting a new career opportunity. I do feel like this is part of your path, like right now with pathway coming in. This is, the pathway card is your true north, your destiny, what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. You see you have 34 and 35. And some of you are just having success in your work or your occupation here. I've been reading that for you, Aries, for a long time now, and I feel like this is coming in. And there's potentially even like a bonus or something like that happening with the sudden wealth and the Ten of Pentacles. And for some of you, you are attracting like a stable family situation with Lovers, Ten of Cups, and the Lovers tarot card with the Queen of Wands twice, attracting something into your life. But this looks amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I do want to say there may be a challenging person with the Seven of Swords and the Thief card that you're dealing with. So I would be careful about what you say or gossiping or anything like that. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I will see you in the next one.